What year is it? I've been lost in the wilderness for 4 weeks.
Yeah, you've been home. We've seen you at home. You've been streaming.
Maybe this isn't as funny as I thought it was. NVIDIA has announced that Jensen Huang and his leather jacket will be gracing us with their presence on May the 14th at the GTC 2020 keynote. Now, it was supposed to take place in March, but it was pushed back a little bit due to the pandemic situation, to the chagrin of many who were anticipating possible news about a new lineup of graphics cards. However, we may not be getting any news specifically about the RTX 3080, as the topic roundup posted on NVIDIA's website specifically mentions professional graphics. Esports players are professionals, okay? Anyway, it looks like NVIDIA will be announcing its AMPED architecture, as well as talking about its forays into autonomous driving and AI. So you'll at least have something to look forward to between your trips to Costco and the bathroom.
Don't go there.
We're still waiting for Intel to launch a challenge to NVIDIA and AMD in the form of its own discrete graphics cards, but we may get a glimpse of what the future has in store very soon, as Team Blue has announced integrated graphics based on their new Xe architecture, and they will be appearing sometime in mid-2020. This week, Intel CEO said that the new integrated GPUs will be available in over 50 laptops this year, and the CPUs themselves will be based on a 10nm process, something Intel has notoriously been having trouble with for a hot minute here.
To say the least.
Although Intel does have a lineup of Ice Lake 10nm parts for laptops already, distribution has been somewhat limited. So looks like those new Tiger Lake chips should be more widely available, and so hopefully they can be out in the wild without getting snatched up by Joe Exotic. Is this a Tiger Kingdom joke, really?
He's in jail, so I think they're safe.
Of course, many of the innovations we've seen in recent years have been thanks to shrinking transistor sizes, and it looks like a leading chip maker is going to be pushing the limits of how small we can make them even further. According to a report, TSMC has started developing a 2nm processor. That's just 1 more nanometer than 1nm process, marking a significant leap from the already tiny 5nm process the same company is expected to start producing en masse sometime this year. Unsurprisingly, we don't have a ton of details other than we're working on it. But the sheer size of the 2nm process is news in and of itself, because the transistors will only be about 10 atoms wide, which will surely start making even the current 7nm process feel a little self-conscious when it looks in the mirror.
I could stand to lose a few atoms.
Now it's time for the kickflips, brought to you by
Whoa.
Private Internet Access. It's like a kickflip move, you know? Which lets you mask your IP and encrypt your traffic. PIA offers over 3,300 servers in 30 countries with no bandwidth caps. It has configurable encryption levels and a kill switch to keep you in control. And when combined with private browsing best practices, it can make websites think that you're in a different country. Ha! Silly websites. You can connect up to 5 devices at once with a single account, whether they're Windows, Mac, Android, iOS, or Linux, and PIA's Mace feature blocks malware and tracking domains. Try it out at the link below with a 30-day money-back guarantee. On to the kickflips.
Whoa! Tony Hawk would be proud.
You can now get your hands on a new set of Pixel Buds for $179 from the Google Store. The new earbuds have been completely redesigned from the somewhat disappointing first generation, and they come with a dedicated app. Though I'm really not sure about the color naming scheme, because Oh So Orange and Quite Mint sound like pieces that belong in a bowl of tricks.
What kind of tricks have you had?
If you're interested in getting the new iPhone SE to replace your aging iPhone 8, then there is some good news, as an iFixit teardown has revealed that you can actually use parts from the iPhone 8 in the new SE if something goes awry, including the display assembly, SIM holder, Taptic engine, and cameras. Wait. Did Apple just make a repairable product unintentionally?
What?
The room is spinning around me.
On?
Wait, no, I'm the one who's spinning.
Oh.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, just stop.
NVIDIA has finished acquiring MELLANOX, a large provider of networking products for data centers. The acquisition cost around $7 billion and is part of NVIDIA's growing ambitions in artificial intelligence. Their tech is in the majority now of the world's 500 most powerful supercomputers, so maybe through all of this, we will somehow be able to run Cyberpunk 2077 at 4K. And if you can't wait for the sequel to The Last of Us, lots of footage has been leaked recently, giving users early glimpses at gameplay and the user interface, and also, some cutscenes that reveal some important plot details. Although the game is officially delayed indefinitely, Sony is reportedly quite hard at work trying to get it ready for distribution. This just in, there is apparently a release date now. When is it, David? June 14th, enjoy! Fun, zombies!
Get a PS4!
Back to Techlinked! And yes, it is a little ironic that a game about zombies is being pushed back by a real pandemic, isn't it?
I was wondering.
Finally, Disney has announced that Star Wars Episode 9 will be available to stream on Disney Plus starting on the 4th of May, or Star Wars Day. Are you just messing with me? Who cares?
I didn't put this in.
It's a bad movie. It's a bad movie and no one should watch it.
Wait, read it.
This is a couple of months ahead of schedule, but it's unsurprising given that Disney probably wants to capitalize on everyone staying at home for the time being, because obviously that means they can't go to the theater and see a better movie. Come back on Wednesday for more tech news. Oh, did you have a joke in there?
Yeah, you gotta read the last line.
Something, corpse. Riley really wants me to say, so if you'd like to see the corpse of a once great franchise paraded about in a psychotic mockery of itself, go check it out on Disney+.
It sucks!
Well, that's it. That's our show. I'm out. So come back Wednesday for more tech news that hopefully ends on a better note. Oh, kickflip!
Oh!
He's got no skateboard. How's he doing this?
Turns out we did end on a cool note.